to sort of distract Torcus for a second. Jorn will more than happily talk up Torcus as Talia moves in closer to Shelby, lowering her voice and says, "Can you use your sign of science to hone in on any sort of warp signatures?" I hear typing.
Sorry.
Okay, so how comfortable would Shelby be to opening her mind to sign of science? Synesians. I guess yeah, synesians would be how you pronounce it. Um, it's never a pleasant experience because you are literally opening your mind to the warp, unless of course you're one of those psychers who loves to dive into the warp. But considering Shelby's training, I imagine she only kind of opens her mind to the warp when it's absolutely necessary for a mission, right? Oh, okay. So she's jaded to it. Okay. Well, then, if she doesn't really care, in that case, it's just part of the job. And basically, the way it works is, what is your perception score? 32. Okay. And then we gave you no further bonus to Synesians. So, yeah, basically you roll 1d3 to see what your bonus range is. And, uh, sorry, I meant 1d10. Fuck, I'm an idiot. Sorry, 1d10 plus 3. Oh, nice. Okay. Um, still, that is only 13 meters. So you'd have to be like in the same room as what you're sensing for. Um, and now you'd roll basically a DC 32 to see if you can sense any sort of. Oh boy. Um,
Oh, shit's about to get funny.
Ah, this is getting fun.
before I roll, did you want to use fate?
Say no, say no! Oh, fuck!
Shit's going to hit the fan.
And
Pansy.
total fate is 3, so you get plus 30. Oh, very nice. And I'm just going to do my roll just to see. It wouldn't have confirmed anyway. So, um, Shelby opens her mind. She doesn't sense anything for a while. She's about to, report that to Talia when just like a faint glimmer in the distance. She can't even be sure of how far away it is. I'm actually going to send this privately to you, Jess. So, where are you?
Oh, great. Did I just switch computers? Do you do all my games now?
Sorry, you don't have a direction. You know it's somewhere on the ship.
I'd also like to make a suggestion that we leave Ping out of this campaign.
You're the tech priest. You're the one who'd have Ping as a companion.
You wonder why I'm making this suggestion.
Okay. With Shelby's eyes widening, Talia would realize what this means and say, "How bad is it?" Okay, Talia takes a deep breath. Torcus is just going to ruin this. I can't believe they put him in charge. Okay. Can you get a bead on its direction? By this point, Shelby's already lost the signal. So basically, Talia nods. It's like, okay, so we're going to just have to keep searching. Did you get any details? And no, Shelby would not have gotten any details. She just would have got that one little ping, as you put it. By the way, have I been cryptic enough for the rest of you that you have no idea what I'm talking about, what she detected?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No fucking
I have
clue.
literally no idea what's going on. Since I stopped talking, I'm basically just dead behind the ice.
My
Yes,
only
I'm here.
guess is that she detected another immortal, so she has to go cut off his head.
Sanjay, that's me at the same position at the moment.
Okay. So bad ears, like we're going to have to search it out.
Let's go get this.
Yeah, she nods her head, saying, just how do we find it? Yeah, okay. Well, I guess I'll put my head together with Joran. Maybe we can talk to some of the nobles and see if any of them will drop any hints, either as heretics themselves or as honest nobles, as if there is such a thing.
Honest nobles.
Implying that my character is dishonest.
No, it's not dishonest when she gives someone a hug and then suddenly they're bleeding out of a hole in their spine.
I
Oh
would
my-
be pretty sure that's as direct as it gets.
Well, then again, I guess they wouldn't be bleeding because the power blade would cauterize.
Yeah, it would just disintegrate.
When did this sudden hole in this person appear from after you hugged them?
I don't know.
It's a
He appears to have
mystery.
He appears to have contracted a severe case of knife in the spinitis. It's a
Oh,
rare case, but it's known to happen.
guys,
But there's no knife.
we need to do a 40k version of Scooby-Doo.
I am so happy I wasn't the only one thinking that. Dibs on Shaggy.
Somehow it doesn't surprise me that a Bobob would be Shaggy. Jess would obviously be that blonde guy. I can't remember his name though.
Fred?
I was about to say, I don't care
Fred?
who I am as long as I'm not Fred.
Fred, there we go. Yes, Jess would totally be Fred.
Joe would have to be Scooby.
No, Joe is Daphne.
Oh, come on!
I have to say this, VT, but I can't picture Joe being freaking kidnapped every single hour on the hour of a day.
You didn't actually
It's not
see him
3 hours,
play as
it's every
Veda.
20
If you had
minutes.
saw him play as Veda, you'd know he is Daphne.
Okay.
God damn it!
Then, what is Fern?
Probably be Velma.
Fern
if he-
is older Mr. McGregor who runs the theme park.
Well, Vern is the oldest character among you,
Guys.
so
Guys, can we focus, please?
yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
No.
I want to play games. I
Yeah,
came here to play games.
All right. So now Shelby is basically along for the ride, Jess, but out of character, what would you like to see happen with her team leading up to what eventually will cause Shelby to join up with everyone else? No, Jess. Okay. Let me just take a quick double check of what your actual powers are. Are any of these useful right now? Not really. So yeah, at the moment, basically, you've got pretty high intelligence. Give me a roll with a DC of 28. Not so lucky. Did you want to fade it? This is a knowledge roll, by the way. No? Okay. And did you take... So yeah, you've got search. So also give me a roll with a DC of 32. Okay, do you want to fate that one? Okay, so you'll get a plus 30, so it'll be 62 total. Oh, very nice. So that's what, 5 degrees of success? Okay, so as Torcus, Talia, and Joran are doing their thing, you know, talking to people, kind of intimidating them, or, you know, analyzing situations, Shelby would also be looking around, snooping, etc. And out of the corner of her eye during one of these mild interrogations, it's not like they tied someone to a chair, they just sort of cornered someone in a passageway, Shelby would notice these two people walking down the hall. Now, I want to hide their names, but I can't. So just pretend you haven't seen their names yet. And basically, the one guy with the big red bow tie and the pedo stash and the hair that looks kind of like a wig is walking rather confidently. He's got a cane, but he doesn't use it. It's all for show. And basically just sort of attached to his hip is the very elegant, beautiful woman. And give me a quick sign of science roll for the situation. Yeah, you don't detect anything out of the ordinary about them, but as far as nobles are concerned, you've seen plenty of nobles, and for some reason these two just sort of stand out for the brief moment that you see them walking down the hall. Yes, busy. And let's see. Basically, as the quote-unquote mild interrogation is going on, Torcus would be getting more and more frustrated with the servant that he's questioning. And because of the way the servant is kind of going around and about some of the questions, even Talia and Joran are getting a little suspicious of this servant. Eventually, Torcus will reach out and grab Shelby by the arm. Would Shelby react in any way when this happens? Okay. He literally pulls her over and points to the cowering servant that's pressed up against the wall. And Dorcas will say, "Get inside his mind." To which point Talia clenches her teeth and just sort of pinches the bridge of her nose for